Hello guys, my name is Olawi. So we want to continue from the tutorial. In the last lecture we discussed about the exams and student scores. So right now we want to talk about free collection. So free collection is like when you are creating an invoice for your student. Okay, so don't forget that we have payment gateway payment system integrated to these community codes, okay, with Stripe and PayPal. Okay, so the first thing is collect fee. Collect fee means you are creating an invoice, and you can create an invoice for a particular student or for all the students in a class. How does it work? We have an invoice automatically generated. All right, so we have the payment title, let's say general school fee, all right, for nursery 1. Let's pick nursery 1. It's going to ask you to select the student, the date, let's say 25. Discount, no. Have you paid any amount? No. Payment status, unpaid. Payment method, card. So if admin select card, it means student will pay via PayPal or Stripe. If admin select cash, it means admin already collect. Admin, the student will have to pay by cash. If it is by check, it means student will pay by check. And some info here. Okay, so I'm gonna click on create. Let's see what happens. Okay, beautiful. Have you seen it? So we got the invoice created. Okay, so let's go back to collect fee. You can also create an invoice with all the students in a class. So the same thing, the payment title, when you select the class, it's going to display all the students here. You can now either select all or unselect, or you pick the student that you want to create that invoice for. It may not be all the students, so that is why you have the privilege to select the student. And if it is select all, you can click on select all or unselect. Okay, then the same thing, date, amount, stuff, and click on create. So let's go to manage invoice. So when you create an invoice, it's going to take you to manage invoice. So what happens under manage invoice? This is where all invoices are managed. For example, when you create an invoice for student, if you want to collect money, if you want to take money manually from the student, you click on this guy, credit card symbol, click on it. So this is the invoice. All right, so this is the total amount. Okay, so amount you have paid, you have not paid any amount you want to pay. Let's say I want to pay 1,000. Don't forget the amount is 2,500. So I am collecting this by cash. Then click on accept payment. All right, so if I come here, all right, this is it. The original is what? 25. So I have paid 1,000. If I come back here, see, we should see the 1,000, and it should, the total amount is what? Is 25. Amount you have paid 1,000. So it remain 1,005. Okay, and that is how to create an invoice and also take payment from student. Okay, so you can also print the invoice here. Have you seen it? When you click on this guy, all right, it's going to be printed. Very neat. Then click on this is save. You can select the printer. Then you click on what? You click on print. Okay, so you can also save to PDF and click on save. Like save to document as invoice. Okay, all right, so if we open document and let me click on escape, you can also edit the invoice. Okay, so for example, let's go to assignment. Okay, or let's do something. Sorry. So I want us to open the invoice. Let's see what happens there. Okay, so it's coming up. I've opened the invoice. So I want you to see how the invoice looks like. So when this is the unpaid invoices and this is the paid invoices, okay, or payment history. So this is 1000 that I just collected today. I created an invoice, all right, and this is the amount. You can also print here. All right, click on print guy. So this is coming up with another browser. Okay, so while that one is loading, let's discuss other thing. So let's discuss expense. So expense means your expenditure, your spending, daily spending, weekly spending, or monthly spending. So if you click on expense, but before that we need to click on expense category, because you can create like reading books or school utilities. Click on add category, is there school utilities. So if you click on expense now, then you can come here, the expense title, category, school utilities, description, amounts that you spend, like say method, we pay by cash, this is a date, let's put some things here, okay, description. So when you click on save, it's going to add to your daily expenses. So all these guys will be added together and displayed for you on your dashboard. Okay, I've been seen it 9,000 US dollars. Okay, so that is the expense. So in the next tutorial we are going to talk about the hostel information and transportation. So let's check the PDF. Have you seen it? It's beautiful. This is the invoice PDF. Okay, this is the address, and this is the payment title, description, payment status. This is the PDF for the invoice. Awesome, right? So guys, let's continue from the next lecture. So thank you, bye.